A very good morning to all my lovely students. I am Miss Ankita, your social science teacher for class 7 from Monvesha School. Today I will be discussing about the topic that is earthquake. Okay? So please open your social science book, chapter number 2 of geography, and be ready. Now let us start with the next topic, that is earthquakes. Okay? Now, what is an earthquake? Earthquake is tremors that is shaking, okay, and vibrations in the crust of the earth. Okay, when there is a shake or a vibration in the crust of the earth, that is the uppermost layer of the earth, it causes earthquakes. Okay, most of the earthquakes are the result of the action of the internal forces of the earth. Okay, whenever there is an internal force from the earth then it results to earthquake. A pressure is exerted from the interior part of the earth. Okay, then the uppermost crust of the earth, it feels a sudden tremor, that is shake, or a vibration, then it causes earthquake. Okay, and they generally occur due to sudden movement of the earth crust. Okay, there is a movement when pressure is exerted, internal force is exerted, then some movement occurs on the earth crust. Okay, some minor earthquakes may however be caused by external causes such as landslides. Now sometimes the earthquake which is caused is due to not only always with internal force, it can be a minor landslide, okay, or bursting of a dam also. If a dam it burst out, it cause a slight minor earthquake. Okay, a vibration occurs. The point in the interior of the earth from where the earthquake tremors. Okay, now whenever in any region earthquake happens, okay, then you will see that they used to measure, okay, from the place where it had happened, right? So the point in the interior of the earth from where the earthquake tremors originate is called the focus. Okay, the focus point from where the earthquake has occurred, or the seismic focus. Okay, earthquake tremors move from the focus in all direction. Okay, this tremor, it does not remain in one place. Okay, it moves from the focus to all the direction. Okay, that is why a large part of area is destroyed. The point on the earth's surface vertically above the focus. Now this focus point where the earthquake has happened, above that focus, the place, the area is called the epicenter. Now whenever there is an earthquake, we used to see in the news channel that what is the epicenter for this area, for this earthquake, right? Then we come to know, okay, this part is the epicenter, that is, you can say Delhi NCR or anything. Okay, it is the epicenter. It is at this point that the earthquake is felt first of all. Epicenter is the place where the earthquake was first felt. Okay, intensity of an earthquake is also the maximum at its epicenter. Now from where the earthquake has first started, okay, the first felt place, that is the epicenter, it is a place where maximum of the damage or intensity of the earthquake is there. However, the effect of an earthquake is felt over a very large area. It is not specified to only one particular area. It is spread towards a very large area, and the intensity of the tremors keeps decreasing with increasing distance from the epicenter. Now, as the earthquake, it stretches from the epicenter to other area also, but the density of its effects, it decreases with the increase in the distance. If the distance increase, the tremors density, okay, the shaking density, okay, it decreases. Okay, now the intensity of an earthquake is measured with the help of an instrument which is called seismograph. Seismograph is the instrument through which the intensity of the earthquake is measured, that is from the epicenter. Okay, and the science of study of the earthquake is called seismography. Okay, you have to learn this, seismography and earthquake. Okay, these are the definitions, you have to do it. Now, the science of the study of earthquake is called seismology. Okay, the intensity of the tremor caused by an earthquake is measured on Richter scale. Okay, it is the Richter scale in which the intensity of the tremor is measured. This scale is used after the US seismologist Charles F. Richter. Okay, it is used in the name of the US seismologist, that is Charles F. Richter. You have to mark this. Okay, now what are the protective measures? Now we'll see the protection measures. The main cause of the destruction was not the earthquake but the man-made structures. Okay, the man-made structures, it leads to more and more of destruction. To avoid loss on such a large scale, following precautions should have been taken. Buildings should have been supported by strong pillars. The building should be made up of strong pillars. The building should have a simple rectangular plane. A building must have a flat, simple rectangular plane. Okay, plan, sorry. The building should have a simple rectangular plan. Okay, long walls should be supported by reinforced concrete columns. Okay, now the long walls should be supported by reinforced concrete columns, that is with the pillars. Okay, the long walls should be supported with the pillars. Here they are talking about the pillars. Now the last point, if the region is in an earthquake prone area, the houses should be made up of wood. Now if there is a region which is prone to more and more of earthquake, that is earthquake prone area, then the houses must be made up of wood. Okay, now these are the protective measures. You have to learn it all by heart. Okay, and in the very next video I will start with objective type questions for this chapter. Your homework will be, you will read the earthquake part very nicely and you will learn this protective measures. Okay, and you will also learn the definition for earthquake and seismology. Okay, thank you.